Welcome back to WNR for round 2 of the British GP. And this we are in silver now. As I understand, we've got some multiplayer cards, so I need to read out the T's just before I get confused, so bear with me. Tis my first time commentating for silver. And yeah, let me check the multiplayer cards. And before I do that, I'm going to put the link in the put the link in the chat before I do anything. Short qualifying, then you know the routine. There's 18 minutes of short qualifying. If you start at the top 10, that's the time. That's the tires you have to start on. If you start outside the top 10, you can choose whatever tires you want to go on, and you get 3 sets of softs and 1 set of mediums if you're on the balanced strategy. If you're on the soft strategy, you get 4 sets of softs and no medium tires. And on the harder tires, and the harder strategy, sorry, you get 2 sets of softs and 2 sets of softs, 1 medium, 1 hard. And for this track, I don't think the hard tires will be necessarily used unless someone does a very early pit stop for whatever reason. If they have front wing damage or if they're under the safety car conditions. Just reading the comments now. Good evening and good luck to you all. So look at these multiplayer cars, beautiful liveries on everyone's car. I don't know what team they're in, so I need to go check what team everybody in before I get confused. Alright then, so short qualifying. So there's 2 races. There's short qualifying, 25%, reverse top 8 just like in F2, and Young Lights is here. So does that mean I have to invite him to a party, or does that mean he's a reserve driver? Can't be a reserve driver because he should be in gold for that. So does he need to join the party? Oh, we're not totally organised this. I didn't know if he's going to be joining or not. So I think he'll be joining the party soon, and the party is open, by the way. Just bear with me for a few seconds. I know it's a bit complicated at the moment. Hello Apex. Green car is Team ACM Neon. Yep, totally not gonna be confused by that one. I'm Apex F1. Right, I'm going to find somebody that's on their lap time and see who is on their lap time. The green car that's on the track. That's Psycho Dracos. He's not on a lap time, is he? Who else? Who's on a lap time? I think Carter Boy. We're going Bob Carter Boy as he comes to the end of the first set of beautiful livery. I love those colours on his car, purple, blue and black. 27.8 through the first set. A decent first sector as he heads round to the slow right-hander, gradually picking up the throttle, not full throttle, coming out of Woodcut, now onto the old pitch straight. Holding yellow flags on the track which won't affect him whatsoever. Coming through Cops then, he has a slight lift off. I believe he could go flat out through there in these 2020 cars. Well, at least I've gone flat out through myself as we could do Baggers and Beckers then. As each corner starts developing, you slow down gradually through there, to the end of sector 2. DRS wide open, it's against the 1.4.2 through the middle sector as we come onto the long straight, then heading down into Stowe as Monopono sets the lap time of 134.2 on the soft tyres then. As you've got Carter Boy coming through the last 3 corners on the track then. He gone slightly wide through there, compromises line as NH44 has retired from the session, rounds the final corner, and this will be the quickest time with a 128.6 set by Carter Boy. And he's 6 seconds quicker than Monopono, so Monopono must have had a bad lap then. If that's the case, his puppy goes quickest with a 127.9, and he's on no medium compound tyres then. The mid-range tyres is to replace by Super Steve, who's gone quickest with a 127.5 then. As we've got a spinner at oh, Young Lights is there. We've got a spinner then at who's that? Can't quite tell who's just spun at Cops, but as you can see on your full map, someone spun through there. So I wonder who did that. And is it Dracos? Is it Total Wally Brain? I remember LH44 retiring in the pits then. We've got a Toon fan on his out lap. So Gavlar goes quickest with a 127.1 then. And I need to check what team they're all in because I have no idea. As Liam's joined the session, so that makes up 19 drivers for tonight's race. So Apex is leading the championship, 34 points, just 1 point clear of Rayner. There's his team ACN. Shark. Oh, I get confused. Right, so Gavlar is team, if he's on the list. Gavlar is Cosmic Speed F1, so he's partners with that guy Draper. LH44 has a qualifying ban, so that explains why he's retired from the session. So has Total Wally Brain, he's also got a qualifying ban. Explains why he's retired from the session as well. So that guy must have been Drakos who crashed through. It got to be Drakos because it was a green car, wasn't it? It was a green symbol. And look at that. Gavlar's got quickest on the same set of soft tyres he sets his first lap on. So he's improved on his second. Look at the livery on that car. Absolutely beautiful. And I believe, where is he? He's Cosmic Speed F1. Devil's Nightmare's in second place. He's Mono's Devil's Puppy. Mono's Devil's Puppy. As Gavlar comes across the line, it's a 26.7 then. Huge improvement from the Cosmic Speed driver on the soft tyres as well. Devil's Nightmare is second place, also on the medium tyres. He's not too far away from Gavlar. Liam's left the session then, so it must have been lag. So Devil's Nightmare doing a good job so far, currently down in second place on the medium compound tyres, then gets off the track. Come on the speed. I spun Cyro. Yeah, I managed to figure out who it was after I did the what's it called? Yeah, I can't even talk now. So where is Young Lights? I know he's got some pace and he's invalidated his lap time now. So Young Lights has done some has invalidated lap time. The Maverick in fourth place, and he improves the middle sector, hasn't he? With a 8/10 up. As he comes through Stowe, take a lot of speed through their fast exit as well. As come through the final three corners, all depends on traction then. Depends what assist you're in. If you're using medium traction then it doesn't matter, but if you're running no traction, very difficult to get it right. As he comes across the line, it's a 27.8 it says. I don't believe that. Can't be a 27.8. No, it's a 27.0 as it just updates itself as he goes up into second place. So what team is he in then? He's in the ACM Neon. And he's the quickest ACM Neon. He's in second place in the green livery car. Team Shark then. Where's the highest Team Shark? I don't think. Monopono set his lap time in 7th place. And let me go on board with Toonfan. There he is. He's on his outlap. Young Lights is retired for some unknown reason. Benjamin Cliff then. 14th place was a 29.0 it says. He goes up in the 9th place. It's 28.999. He's done his flying lap. And he stays in 9th place. And what car is he in? He's in Peak Performance Racing. He's partners with Carterboy and Liam Dorwan. Is Liam Dorwan in the session? Probably under a different name. As Benjamin has invalidated his lap time and gone out wide as well. Hello.
Yeah.
So are you a comms or are you the reserve driver?
Comms. I forgot I was supposed to be doing comms.
Oh, that's alright. It's fine. What was you gonna say?
Is it 3 cars a team?
Yeah, 3 cars a team then. So we've got ACM Neon, Apex F1 is in the team along with Cyro Draco. Cyro Draco is in 17th place. He crashed at the end of Cops. The Maverick's also in ACM Neon. He's in 3rd place. Mono.
Can I find the team names?
I'll send you a screenshot.
Cool, thanks. Oh, sorry, I joined late.
It's okay.
I'm professional, but I'm just gonna see what I can do from here now. So, how much teams are there supposed to be? In fact, 4, 5. So,
Yeah, I'm trying to
is
find.
there 6 teams? 6 teams or 3?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 teams. It's a bit confusing.
Yeah. That's cool.
Scrappy Doo has got up into 2nd place with a 127.0. He's in the blue car. And let's see what team he's in. He's in the Apollo F1. Carterboy then comes round the final corner. Can he improve his time? We'll find out. It's a 128.4. He improves it by almost 2/10 and he goes up into 8th place. Well, stays in 8th place.
He's racing for Peak Performance Racing. Love the team name. I can't really see the car.
Two of them have got quality bands, and I think it's LH44 and Total Wally Brain. And Dracos crashed as well. I'm on board with Monopono then exiting Brooklyn's. I think that's Luffield, not Brooklyn's. Brooklyn's the first corner into, then it's Luffield. Now we're coming through Cops.
I don't even know what all the corners are, I just know Marcus and Beckett's. Just need to practice that there.
Monopono's just invalidated his lap time.
Apex is looking strong though, 27-1 on the mediums. Behind his teammate Maverick. Let's see what team they race for. What team do they race for? Maverick, Apex, and Savage Dracos. Can't see. But anyways, Apex doing a good time, just a 10th behind his teammate, the Maverick.
Just goes up at 6th.
All the cars are nice. Some quick times being put in Gavlar. 1:26.7 doing a good time. Yeah, some strong times being put in.
That guy Draper, he's got some good pace, but he's not set a lap time yet. Gone purple to the first sector has Draper, so we'll continue with him. He's also on the medium tyres, so he won't be as fast as the soft runners as we come through then Cops. Will he take it flat out? Slight lift through there. I don't know if it's flat out or not. Is Cops flat out this game?
Yeah, you can take it flat out this game up into gate 8, not a problem. But he's doing good through the S's, Maggots and Beckett's.
Right, so 102.6 in the middle sector. That's a decent middle sector on the mediums as well from Draper. Purple through there, it says on our screens. So let's see if he continues this performance as we head through Stowe. Fast right hander, he went on the gravel there. I think he turned in too early for his liking. Look at that car, look at that helmet. That's a beautiful car from Draper. It's a livery I want to have as well. So as he comes to the end of the final corner, can he go quickest? Yes, he can. On the medium tyres with a 1:26.4. He's done 2 laps on them medium tyres, so he's done a good job overall. But we know he can go quick on the softs there. Can he get the 25s?
Maybe. 26.4 is strong time, 3 temps in front of Gavlar, who's on them softs. 5 minutes to go, just a couple more laps can be put in, you know. So we're just going to be seeing what the drivers can do.
Rayner's gone up into second place, also on the medium tyres, so the medium runners look strong at the moment. So the soft tyres have got their work cut out and need to improve as quick as possible.
I don't even see the next guy come around the corner. It's not Cotterboy, it's his teammate Benjamin, but he has got this. Oh, he's just invalidated that, but he's starting a new one now as he comes into turn 1. He's gone.
Super Steve's coming to the line. He's finishing his lap. Can he improve his position?
He's 5.6 temps up and he's gone P2. Strong time, just 0.8 temps. 0.800. He's 800ths off that guy Draper, so still a good time. He's the fastest of the soft runners in his team. Next driver to come around the final corner. It's quite a while away, and that is, I think that's that guy Draper.
That guy Draper.
Yeah. But he's on a slow down lap. There's a guy behind him, and that's Rayner. I don't know if he's on a lap, but he's the 10th slower.
He is on a lap. He is on a lap. No, he's not actually. He's 1.4 seconds down. I thought he was because he was pushing.
Well, the guy behind them is Den Puppy, and Puppy's 3.4 temps up on his time, so he's going to be looking to improve. I'm not sure what team he's in. Oh, he's now 5 temps down. I think people are coming in to change their tyres and get ready for one more run, but that guy Draper put in a very good time there. Benjamin. Oh, sorry.
Team Shark's looking good then. They've got Rayner in 3rd place. I don't know where the other Shark people are. I think Toonfan's one of the Shark people, and Tristan's one of the Shark people. So Rayner is the highest Shark person in 3rd place on the medium tyres. So he's looking good at the moment. Super Steve, and I believe he's in Apollo Racing. He's in 2nd place, the highest Apollo Racing driver. And Cosmic Speed is in 1st place with that guy Draper. So they're looking good at the moment. I'm getting it right because I recognise the cars now, make it much easier. Devil's Nightmare's on his lap. Devil's Nightmare
Everyone's coming into the pits. The only guys on the actual lap, Puppy, Benjamin, Cardiff, apart from Devil's Nightmare and Super C. But these guys are now coming into the pits, so Devil's Nightmare is going to be officially the next guy to come across the corner to complete their hot lap. So it's going to be seeing what he can do.
Do a turn 4 then.
What's their team called?
Their team? I need to look at their car if I can see it. Devil's Nightmare. I can't even get off it.
I'm just going to keep this up. Devil's Nightmare, Actually, don't. I can only
Mono
see
Devil's
Team
Puppy. It's gonna be easy because it's got devils in the name. So Mono Devil Puppy.
I only have the 4 teams of Team Shark, Cosmic Speed, Apollo F1 and another team.
Devil, Mono Puppy and Devil are in the same team because their team's called Mono Devil Puppy. So that's easy to recognise.
Okay. So that's the team I want to know. Mono Devil Puppy. Anyway, one of the people from Mono Devil Puppy's off, and that is actually Puppy himself. So that's caused yellow flags at the end of Sector 2 as he lets Devil's Nightmare past him. Devil's Nightmare 7 temps up in his time. He's gone purple in Sector 2, he's on them softs, and he has 7 temps off that guy Draper. So it's going to be a close time, it is going to be a close time, but we're going to be seeing what he can do when he comes to the start and straight.
So Draper's retired from the session, he retired in the pit lane, so that indicates to me he wants to start on those medium tyres then.
Yeah, very confident. But Devil's Nightmare, could he change that? Yes, he does. 2.5 times faster than Devil's, then that guy Draper puts his car on pole position, provisional pole. But it looks like all the drivers are not going to be coming to finish their lap times because it's the final couple minutes as we have Tristan or Toonfan coming around the final couple of corners to start their lap time. I'm just trying to see who's on the lap. The Maverick is on the lap and he's going to be the next guy finishing the lap. He's 1.8 times up on his time. DRS enabled, coming down the back straight and coming to this blind quick right-hander. Done it okay. Just coming towards the final couple of corners where he's invalid.
Yep, you can't go wide. You can't go wide through Stone no more like you could in 2019.
Yeah, in time trial you could go off the track and come back on. It wouldn't be a problem, but it looks like the things have got more tough this game. Super Steve's in the pit, so he's not coming back out for the time being.
I'm bored with Tristan. That red car's Team Shark F1 currently down in 10th place. The highest Team Shark F1 driver is 4th place, is Rayner. He's on his out lap as Tristan ends Sector 1 then, heading into Luffield. No, yeah, this is Luffield, isn't it? Brooklyn to Luffield. Now exiting Luffield as we come through, we'll cut this little corner right there. Heading onto the old pitch straight as we head towards Cops then. Flying right-hander, turn it to 50 metre board. Nice to jump from Tristan as he heads down into Maggis and Beckett's. These two are fast corners. Then you lift off through here and so through here as well. Get on the power as quick as possible. DRS is wide open at 102.7. He goes 8 tenths quicker in the middle sector. He's currently down in 10th place. So
hello Indigo, are you here? I think your mic's off, Indigo. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
I was talking the whole time. 26.4 from Tristan then. Tell me if my mic goes because I've been problems with my mic lately.
Yeah. It's cool, it's fine right now, but the next guy to come to the final, to the start for the straight is Scrappy Boo, and he's running in, teams he running in Scrappy Boo. Apollo F1, the blue and red car.
Surprised that he validated it.
Yep, Scrappy Doo. Can he match his teammates' time? He's not that far off his teammates' time, but let's see if you can put his car on the second row of the grid with him. Not enough, but it's P6 though. He's currently doing 6 tenths off pole position, but it's a strong time there.
Rain is invalidated his lap time, so he will not improve as Toonfan goes quickest with a 1:26.1. He's our pole man.
On pole.
Yep, he's our pole man, 26.1.
Wow.
Look at that, 5,000 between Devil's Nightmare and Toonfan. So it looks like Team Shark F1 is on pole ahead of Devil's Nightmare. Mono's Devil's Puppies in second place. That guy Draper in third place ahead of Super Steve. In the Cosmic Speed F1, Tristan and Rayner, the two teammates in 5th and 6th, representing Team Shark F1. Scrappy in 7th place, representing Apollo Racing. Gavlar in 8th place, Monopolo in 9th, the Maverick in 10th place. He's the quickest out of the team ACM Neon Racing. Apex in 11th place ahead of Puppy. Carterboy in 13th place ahead of Benjamin Cardiff. LH44, Total Wally Brain, Dracos and Young Lights is not set a lap time. They will not participate in qualifying.
All the teams. Peak Performance Racing, Apollo F1, Cosmic Speed F1, Team Shark F1, Monos, Devils, Puppy, ACM Neon. Yep, got all the teams.
What would our team be
Anyway,
called? Lights, Indigo
our team.
Lights, Indigo Lights.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to think of team names sometimes. Like my team is just called Lights F1 team, but I just need. Like, I want to think of have a proper one, like a professional one. Like maybe I could use like one of the fake fake sponsors in the game and like do Loop Racing or something, or yeah, there's one big sponsor that everyone uses. I don't know if it's called Disco or Disturb or something, but I'll probably use that in like Disturb Racing or Disturb Motorsport. Make it more professional. But I don't know. We could name it Indigo Lights, Indigo Lights GP. Don't know, but final classification of the British Grand Prix qualifying here at WNR. Toon Fan on pole position on 126.1, and he done that in Team Shark F1. Follow him is Devil's Nightmare from Mono's Devil's Puppy. He's 5,000 off. That guy Draper, only 2.5 times off in the mediums. He done a fantastic job in Cosmic Speed F1. Super Stein 4th, Tristan 5th, Rainer 6th. So Team Shark F1, they look up the third row of the grid. Scrappy DP 7th, Gavlon P8th, Mono Pono in P9, and the Maverick finishes the top 10 in ACM Neon. Apex F1, also in ACM Neon, P11, Puppy P12, Carterboy P13, Benjamin Cardiff P14, LH44 15, Total Wally Brain P15, P16, and Cyro Draco ACM Neon, he's in P17. So 17 drivers on the grid, 26 laps. What do you think about this race, Indo? How do you think it's going to go down?
There's not 26 laps, it's a half distance. There's two 25% races to make up for 50%. If you can hear me, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just couldn't hear you, but I'm on the track. Right, I joined and went on the car, so I'm gonna retire straight away. So you're gonna have to say lights out.
Yeah. So if my mic does go, you've got to tell me, because I've been having mic issues for the past 2-3 weeks now for some reason. God knows why. And if it makes a loud noise, you got to tell me, because.
Yep, I'll let you know.
So, traditional point system: points for pole, points for fastest lap, and points for whatever positions you get in the top 10. And I read you the drivers' championship out. So Apex is currently leading the drivers' championship for Team ACM Neon. He's currently down in 11th place on the grid. Second place is Rainer, Team Shark F1, joined with his teammate in third place, Team Shark F1 Tristan. Fourth place is Scrappy, 29 points. Mono Pono is in 5th ahead of that guy Draper. Toon Fan's in 7th place ahead of the Maverick. Puppy's in 9th place ahead of Gavlar. Cyro Dracos in 11th place ahead of Super Steve. Devil's Nightmare 13th ahead of LH44. And Total Wally hasn't got any points along with LH44. Welcome to the session, Liam, who's in that beautiful purple car. And Liam is driving for Apollo Racing, or is it Cosmic F1? I can't figure it out now. Peak Performance Racing. Peak Performance Racing. I don't see it on the actual thing. Benjamin Cardiff and Carterboy. Right then, so the highest medium runner is that guy Draper. I'll get the graphics up. Yep, it is that guy Draper. So he could go for the longest stint than everybody else. He has the soft tyres towards the end, so he's got a big advantage over everybody else. So the predicted pit stop strategy: one stop, obviously, soft to medium or mediums to softs. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 medium runners, and the rest of them are on the soft tyres. So the soft tyres really need to pull it away from that guy Draper, because that guy Draper will have big pace towards the end of qualifying the race, sorry.
Oh, so is it 225% races?
Yes.
Cool. So that's double the action then you're gonna get here at RRC. Double the action.
Makes up for 50%.
18 cars. Yep, definitely. So it's 18 cars on the grid. Don't count me. I'm supposed to be commentating, not racing. Either way, it's still going to be a great race as the cars now round up the penultimate corner, or the final corner now, as they're going to be getting in their grid positions, getting ready for lights out. Toon Fan, he's going to be leading into turn 1. I'm not sure, but since I've been in RRC, this is the first pole Toon Fan's had, so good stuff from him. Good stuff indeed. He's definitely found a lot of pace in this game.
I'll take over then as everybody starts to line up on the grid. So, and that guy Japer will suffer at the start because he's on the medium tyres, will have the best grip off the line. So everybody around him on the soft should have a better start theoretically, but if they don't, they're going to be stuck behind the medium runner, and they don't want to do that because we know Japer's going to have the faster tyres towards the end. And I think, I can't see the lights, there we are, lights out, away we go then. Who gets a better start? Is it Toon or is it, it's definitely Toon. He's got way ahead of Devil's Nightmare. No, he hasn't. It's side by side through turn 1 and now through turn 2. In fact, Devil's Nightmare's overtaken him, but down the inside goes Toon Fan. They make contact slightly, but not enough to send him into a spin. That's Guy Draper on the medium tyres going down the inside, and they're side by side coming out of turn 4. Now headed into turn 5, they're still side by side. Theoretically, Toon Fan should be faster at this moment in time because of those soft tyres he's got on, as they're still side by side headed into Luffield and Brooklands and Luffield. That guy Draper is in second place ahead of Toon Fan, crucially for his stint. Raider is in fourth place as well, ahead of his teammate Tristan, so those two could be working together to keep the other guys behind. Super Steve is sixth place ahead of Apex, Scrappy in 8th ahead of Puppy. Gavlar in 10th place ahead of Total Wally Brain, as Super Steve's left the session, so he needs to join back as quick as possible. Two drivers going side by, no, he backed out. That's Carter Boy who decided to back out. We got yellow flags in sector 2, and who is that? Was that guy Draper? He's dropped from second to 5th, sorry, so he must have had an off in this middle sector as Carter has retired from the session. Liam overtakes him. I don't know what's happened there to Carter in Maggis and Beckett, so he must have a spin somewhere as the Maverick has got past. But look at these drivers fighting out through Stowe as the safety car has been deployed.
Yeah, it's been a good start for Shark F1 team as all of their drivers heading into the pits. That guy Draper is just going to stay out for P2 there. Devil's Nightmare is going to continue the lead.
I don't think
Super C didn't go after the best starts. He was down into P6 from P4, and then he just had problems. He's now out the running. He needs to get back into the session real quick.
I don't think Devil's Nightmare could have went to the pits because I think he passed the pits after the safety car came out, so he had no choice.
Yeah, but there's some disadvantages when you're doing online multiplayer card racing. You see all of the free drivers coming into the pits. For example, that guy Draper could be battling Devil's Nightmare, but they could both be going into the pits in the same lap, and they could both be in the same garage, and that could hold up someone, which is just a big disadvantage when you're using multiplayer cars. So hopefully this don't happen.
It's happened to some people I can see.
Yeah, safety car out, and Shark F1 team, they got off to an incredible start. Toon Fan didn't, but he was still holding up for their team. They were second, third, and fourth before the safety car came out. But let's look at the things. Puppy has moved up 8 positions alongside Total Wally Brain and Cyro Dracos. Toon Fan's moved down 12 positions. So that's the highest gain and the highest loss here. But I'm sure we're going to see a lot of exciting things when the safety car comes in.
Rainer's gone on the hard tyres along with Apex. Well, some of them gone on the hard tyres. I don't think it's the best idea to do. It's only a 25% race, and they might be too slow. So let's see if they chose the best strategy. But Devil's Nightmare had no choice to pit. He's going to go for his normal pit stop window, which is about lap 6 or 7. Interesting then. A couple of cars went to the pits, and some didn't.
Maverick picking himself up a penalty, but you never know. The safety car could be in at the end of this lap. The drivers are already catching up to the back of that grey Mercedes car. Maverick getting another penalty, colliding with Super C. Yeah, Super C, he's left the session, and Mavericks keep hitting the back of the AI there, so it's going to cause problems.
Maverick.
So yeah, Super C just overtaken someone on the track, and it is his AI, so it looks like the AI's having some problems here. Puppy also getting a penalty for colliding with Super C, and I'm not sure that was Puppy's fault. Super C must have just run into the back of him. So a lot of problems are being caused with Super C. Super C, yeah, he's causing a lot of trouble. A lot of people are getting penalties for colliding with him there. Lap 3 of the Grand Prix. We have 10 laps to go.
Shouldn't be a ghost if he left the session.
Yeah, it should, but in some leagues they run ghosting off, which means that when you're AI or if you lagged out the session, it's just going to be ghosting. So that's an unfortunate turn of events for some of the people that have just got 5-second penalties. But not the best of starts for, let me find the team name.
Two Van, 30th place, not the best start. He's down in 13th after losing 12 positions.
Yeah. So not good starts for
Liam's
Cosmic
got,
Speed.
look at Liam, he's got a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags, but he's in the pits. How on earth
Yeah,
can he
I know.
ignore yellow flags?
This must be some session glitches here, but I'm sure it's not as big as session glitches. It's 5-second penalties, and I'm sure they can be removed. There's Devil Nightmare weaving left to right in the safety car. I like their team name with the Distort sign. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Distort. You could have like a professional name, Distort Racing or Distort Motorsport or something. But I like the livery.
Look at the livery of second place. That's my type of livery I would have on my
Galaxy
car.
Racing. It looks, yeah. I like the I like the livery of all the cars. If for me, it would have to be either ACM Neon, or it's gonna have to be is it Mono Puppy Devil? Let me find it.
Mono Poppy Devils.
Yeah, that team.
They've chosen the first word of their names and put it all. Mono Puppy Racing. Puppy in 4th place, and let's see what tyres he's on. Puppy is
Yeah. So even though it's a 25% race, some drivers have actually chose to go to the medium compound tyres. But you can take mediums to the end. It's just going to have to be a tiny bit of a stretch. But the safety car in at the end of this lap here, so Devil's Nightmare is going to have to try and get the best starts possible. That guy Draper's on mediums behind, so Devil, if he can get a good start, then that'll be fantastic. A lot of guys behind weaving their tyres. It does look weird though with all the multiplayer cars weaving left to right. It don't look like real F1, but it does look cool, like very creative. I like it. But Devil's Nightmare is coming towards the final couple of corners. When is he going to drop the hammer? When's he going to go?
around about now, and he does go now, so that Devil Nightmare has set off, and he's got a medium runner behind him. He won't cause him too much trouble at this stage of time, but in the future, Vader's in the pit, so he's on a shocking race. And that guy Draper's gone wide at the final corner. He might pick up a warning for that one. Maverick gets a 3-second time penalty already for multiple warnings. I can't see where he could have got that. And we've got yellow 2 sets of 3 already. And H44 spun at the final corner. And so was Mono Pono. They both came to blows at the final corner. Mono Pono and LH44. That's bizarre. I've never seen that before to a safety car.
Devil's Nightmare, that guy Draper and Scrappy Doo, they've had an amazing start. They've left the grid. Poppy's going to have some heat behind him. But he's just going to have to back off, and Gavlo and Super C, these guys are extra close. Are they going to go side by side into the corner? Gavlo
contact's been made. The contact's been made by Total Wally Brain, and that green car is the Maverick. They both made contact coming into Brooklands. But who came off
Very
worse?
unlucky there.
Total Wally Brain came off worse. In fact, someone else spun. That's Gavlar,
Yeah,
he spun.
A lot of spins here on the safety car restart. End play has been lost from Gavlar, so Gavlar's going to have to make his way back to the pits and try to continue. But that guy Draper, he's not actually... He is pushing, but Devil's Nightmare's not creating the gap that he wanted to make there.
This is awesome stuff. Puppy in a brand new set of medium. No, that's not real, is it? He's not a brand new set of mediums.
Look at Maverick. Maverick on the back of Tristan. He's on the softs and Tristan's on the mediums. Is he going to think of going for an overtake? Tristan just leaving him space, but Maverick's gonna have to back off going into this blind right-handed corner there.
I don't think he's got any damage, but look up Super Stee and Puppy. Super Stee. Puppy's got past Super Stee again.
Good stuff indeed from Puppy. Lap 5 of the Grand Prix. Devils has now created a 1-second gap, so he can now push on them soft compound tyres.
Oh dear. More yellow. Someone spun at that place again. Jack has a spun. Not a good day for the green cars, is it? The highest one is 7th place. He made contact with somebody else. So the green cars getting themselves in trouble. That is Team ACM Neon.
Not the best of starts for ACM Neon there. But Super C not getting the best of exits. He's got Tristan all over him. Is Tristan going to go for the overtake? I don't think he doesn't have the chance to go in that corner. So he's just going to have to back off number 12. He has got number 14 in front of him. That's a Super C. Well, now the gaps are starting to form between the midfield team. And that guy Draper is closing now to Devil's Nightmare. So it looks like the mediums are now coming into his prime, and he's now going to be chasing down Devil's Nightmare. Yeah, going through the S's and Maggots and now Beckett's. That guy Draper is closing massively. We'll look at Super C and Puppy. Oh, Super C,
no! That's oh dear,
Oh,
he's taking
he's hit Tristan. He's hit Tristan and he's gone off the track.
I gotta tell you, that's Super Steve's at fault because he should not be going for a move, for a move there.
The move was not there. And, going side by side, you can't take the inside. Going around the outside, it wouldn't have been a problem, but the inside you can't really take. It's gonna cause a lot of damage. Well, that's a massive incident. I'm sure the stewards are gonna be looking at that. But we're halfway through the Grand Prix now. Devil's Nightmare, he's in. No, that guy Draper's into the pits, so he's going from the medium to the softs now. And Devil's Nightmare is still leading the race. He does have Scrappy Doo behind, but I'm not sure any other close battles are going on after that incident, so I was very unlucky for the people that were caught up in that incident. Super Steve into the pits. Puppy's still out on the track there, so he didn't have to experience any damage there. Toon Fan, he has got DRS on the back of Maverick.
Puppy's got a good pace. He's keeping those two behind him. Those two are fastest, both Maverick and Puppy. Maverick and Toon Fan, sorry. Well, Maverick's on an old set of soft tyres. He'll be coming into the pit sooner.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch. We're gonna have to watch Maverick, Toon Fan, and Apex here because it's gonna be a tiny bit of a DRS train. Toon Fan and Apex are gonna have DRS coming onto the back straight of the track here. ACM Neon are doing great in 4th and 6th. Unlucky for Sarah Dracos, who spun early when the safety car restart. But is Maverick gonna be able to hold on to that position coming to the end of Sector 2?
Look at Apex closing and closing on Toon Fan then. The green cars making a sandwich with Toon Fan, and they've got Puppy right ahead of them. So this could be an interesting battle for 3rd place. Exactly. Look at Maverick, he's got wide, Toon Fan open up an opportunity. Will he go down the inside or will Maverick come into the pits? No, he doesn't. Devil's Nightmare's in the pits for his first stop. Going onto the softs, heading onto the medium tyres, so that's his first stint over and done with.
That guy Draper, I think he's gone into an extra set of medium tyres. He might have had to serve a drive-through penalty there. He's also lost the end plate, so he's back into the pits, that guy Draper.
I think Dracos has spun through Magnus and Beckers because he went slowly through there. The yellow flag's also there. That was a funny penalty, Liam, sorry. That was a funny penalty. God knows how you got a 5-second time penalty in the pits. And look at Maverick, he's got way out wide. And look at that, Toon Fan's closing on the back of him as well.
Yep, Toon Fan, he's on their mediums. The mediums might just be faster now as we come to the second half of the race. He's going to go down the inside, but Maverick, he's going to take the outside line and he's going to keep the position there. And Puppy is going to start pulling away.
Look at Maverick then, pulling away. Look at Puppy, I'm proud of Puppy. Do you know what? No offence to him. He spent most of the season down 17th and 18th. And he's holding on dearly for 2nd place. I'm quite proud of Puppy. He's picked up a lot of pace considering he was from what happened in the last game. And he's doing a good job down in 2nd place, so I'm very proud of Puppy. A lot of drivers have
picked up a lot of pace, so it's nice to see that people are improving.
Maveric's going to spin. No, he doesn't. I thought he was going to spin because he took too much curbing and he almost lost the back end there, which he did, but managed to save it. He's all over the back of Puppy, pulls out, makes an overtake, and he goes up into 2nd place ahead of Puppy.
Great overtake for the ACM Neon driver as he moves up into P2 on them soft compound tyres, and he's headed into the pit straight away.
Yeah, he's on the soft tyres. Oh, look at Toon Fan trying to go down the inside, but he realises he can't make it. Has to back out of that one, kept his known clean. Apex almost spinning, whatever. He almost spun through the penultimate corner.
Yeah. Total Wally Brain, he's going to end up finding himself in this battle if these guys keep battling like this, because Total Wally Brain, he's not that far behind from being in the DRS zone. Apex has actually backed off from this battle. I think he's also outside the DRS zone. It's also Toon Fan. He has the best opportunity of overtaking Puppy coming into the end of Sector 1. So is he going to get the overtake down there? Both on the medium compound tyres. Puppy not taking the best line, going through that quick left-hander.
He's got Toon Fan all over the back of him, but Toon Fan's losing ERS as well along with Puppy, so he's losing performance on the straight, keeping Puppy in 2nd place.
Yep,
he needs a decent exit to set himself up through Magnus and Beckett and on the straight as Rayner's got past the Maverick. I believe Maverick just came out of the pits, which he has in 11th place.
Yep, so he's jumped that guy Draper, and Draper's finally moved on to the softs after serving that drive-through penalty. The Maverick, Rayner's looking in a very strong position here because he's recently moved on to the mediums. He could be finding himself in that battle, possibly for the win, but Scrappy Doo does have that 10-second gap. He is on them softs. He's going to be on their mediums towards the end. So the medium runners are then going to go onto the sub-compound tyres, and they're going to be pushing to catch Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo heads into the pits. Now, Toon Fan, he doesn't have the pace to go.
Look at Apex, he's side by side with Toon Fan. He really was. He's just got out wide through Stowe. He managed to get a lot of pace despite making that mistake on the other lap. Around about here.
Apex might be the driver to win this Grand Prix. Did you say he was leading the championship?
Believe so.
Yeah, he's on the hard compound tires. I'm not sure if he's going to have to pit again. I'm not sure the drivers ahead of him are going to have to pit again here. So Apex is in the best position of winning the race here. If let me see. No, Toonfan and Puppy, they've both made their pit stop. So this is the battle. This is the official battle for the lead here. And it's going to be a close battle from lap 9 to 13. So we're going to be seeing who can win the Grand Prix.
I think Puppy needs to pit. He's not pitted on the safety car. He's not made a first pit stop.
He started on softs. I just checked race director.
Oh.
But Toonfan's much closer than he was last time. He pulled to the inside. He's going to go. Oh, he's just going to have to back off there from Puppy.
Apex lurking in the background as well, so he'll be waiting to pounce on both of them if they both make a mistake. On the hard tyres, looking pretty down there.
Total Wally Brain, he's also lurking in the background. He could be a dark horse in this battle. He's going to be finding himself up in the battle for P1 soon.
Yeah, I got a bit confused there because it said LH44 was on 14 lap old softs. Total Wally Brain, has he pitted? No, he hasn't, has he? He's not pitted.
I'm going to tell you who's pitted. People yet to pit is just Total Wally Brain.
And
so
Puppy.
he's going to be coming.
Puppy's not pitted.
No, Puppy started on the side. Sorry, let me tell you now. So Puppy hasn't pitted. Total Wally Brain hasn't pitted. So these are the two drivers that have yet to pit.
It's the pits he goes.
And there is Puppy into the pits. Toonfan takes the lead of the Grand Prix, so the Pulsit is now taking the provisional lead, but he does have Apex on behind him here, and the hard tyres might be starting to get into their prime now, so Apex might have a good chance, and they have about the same amount of ERS here, so it's going to be equal coming into the back straight here at Silverstone, lap 10 of the Grand Prix. LH44, he is a tiny bit behind, but he is well in his own race at the moment. Devil's Nightmare in P4, as Monopono, after having a bad safety car restart, he's up into P5. So Monopono and Devil's Nightmare, they're doing good for their team.
Apex getting closer and closer. Doesn't make a move down into Brooklyn. Probably thinks the better of it because he was too far back to make a move, but gained a lot of speed on that straight.
Yes, indeed. Hard tyres must be starting to come into their prime here, and I'm saying this is the Toonfan definitely saving his ERS. He has about 10% more than Apex, so if Toonfan can keep saving, by the time he gets to the next straight, he could be starting to pull away. But he did go wide into that corner that might have just gave him a warning there. Apex taking the S is better than Toonfan here. He's closing a tiny bit, but I'm not sure this gap is enough for Apex to get the overtake done on Toonfan, but we're gonna see.
You can see Toonfan using his overtake to defend from Apex, and Apex can't make the move because he hasn't got any ERS to do so. So he needs to start saving the ERS. But it'll probably take a lap or two, well, 1 lap for sure, because we're getting closer to the end of the race.
Look at Monopono and Scrappy Doo. These guys are also battling for P5 as well, so it's going to be a close battle for them.
Look
Scrappy Doo just.
No, look how wise Scrappy Doo was using he wasn't using ERS because he knows he wasn't close enough to make an overtake.
Yeah,
so
he's got
all he
much
wants is
more
the back of him.
ERS. He's got much more ERS than Monopono, so yeah, he's going to be using that ERS wisely very soon. We are on the lap 11 of the Grand Prix, so Scrappy Doo's going to have to be using all of that ERS very, very soon here. But back to Apex and Toonfan, these guys are on the back straight, but Toonfan is now starting to pull away from Apex. It's now a 7/10 gap, so Toonfan might just be able to hold on to this first win out of the 2 races here at WNR. Is this WNR gold or silver?
Silver.
So yeah, Toonfan might be able to hold on to the win here at WNR Silver. Puppy getting a 3-second penalty. He's down in P9 in the middle of him, Total Wally Brain and the Maverick. How
long can Toonfan hold on to the lead for against
How long
Apex?
can Monopono hold on to P5 as well, because these guys are having a battle as well. I looked on the map, these guys are also close.
Look at his ERS. He's a wise driver, Scrappy Doo, for not using his ERS. He's only using ERS when he has to overtake him, not catching up or anything like that. Yeah. That's the strategy of this game.
Probably what's keeping him with the just going through corners and straight line speed, because he has that much more ERS is not going to really cause a difference. But Apex still not getting the overtake done. But Scrappy Doo, can he get the overtake done? He's still not using his ERS. We're coming to the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Is Scrappy Doo going to be using that ERS? Because the P5 could potentially be his if he uses it.
Exactly. He's doing what I do all the time, not use ERS unless I'm overtaking somebody.
ERS
I know, that's my problem, not using ERS. Nah, I do use it, but only use it on the straight. No, only use it when I'm overtaking somebody. Because And when people tell me to use it, I use it and I run out, so I don't know what to do.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, Toon Fan, he's still holding off Apex. He's found 1/10 this lap. Last lap he was 7 attempts. This lap he's now 8 attempts. So Toon Fan is doing a good job there. It now looks like the hards are not the fastest tyre to go on, but it's the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix, like I've said. And there's yellow flags in sector 3.
Drakos has spun to the end of Maggots and Beckett's. He spun again.
Second time.
Third time, more like.
Third time. Yeah, and he also has his team at Apex X1. He's going to be approaching him soon, with Toon Fan following them as well. Looks like Toon Fan, he's getting close to pulling out the second mark, but all the...
He's not going to do it. He's going to do it this lap. Surely he's going to do it.
Yep, he has. He's going to go down the inside. Down the inside of Toon Fan. It looks like he's got the late move done, and Toon Fan's just going to try hit the back of his car here. Toon Fan, is he going to go down the inside? Looks like he's going to back off and just try to be smart here and get him on the next DRS straight.
But look at Scrappy Doo. Still not using the ERS.
Still not using the ERS, but it's the final lap of the Grand Prix. Apex has taken the lead of the Grand Prix here. And it's going to be close because these guys are running exactly the same ERS here. Is Toon Fan going to get the overtake done? We have 2 straights.
Can Scrappy Doo get the overtake done? He's very close to the back of Mono Potter. He needs to use ERS on this last lap. He's got no reason to save it. He's on 95%.
He's got full ERS. He's definitely going to be using it. But Apex, Toon Fan, it looks like Apex has made such an incredible gap over the a couple of corners. Apex is taking the lead of the Grand Prix. Not Indigo. Toon Fan is closing up. Can he close up enough to get the move done on the back straight? Mono, Pono, and Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo's now using his overtake. He's got so much speed.
Not going to do it. Not going to do it at this corner. He will do it at Wellington Straight. Or
the Wellington Straight.
Hanger Straight. I don't know which one it is.
I think it's a Hanger Straight. But Apex F1, he has a 6/10 gap. Toon Fan needs to find the time really quickly. Looks like they have the same amount of ERS again, but now they come down that Hanger Straight. Toon Fan...
Not going to do it, mate. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
He's not going to do it. But look at Scrappy Doo and Monopono. These guys are literally almost side by side. Monopono, who's going to be holding on to P5. But Toon Fan, he was leading the race for the majority of the time. But Apex, he just made that late move, and that's just going to see him taking a checkered flag and winning the first race of WNR Silver. He's going to win the British Grand Prix, and Toon Fan...
Scrappy Doo's got it done on the last lap.
Scrappy Doo, yeah, he's definitely saved his ERS, and that was definitely an accomplishment as he's moved up to P5. He's going to be collecting them 10 points. LH44 crosses P3, Nightmare P4. Scrappy Doo, he's going to take P5.
And
so
Maverick,
good stuff there.
The Maverick will be on pole for next race because it's a reverse grid, top 8, just like F2.
F2. Rayner's going to be taking P7. He had a decent race there, Rayner. Pretty much a silent race as well. Maverick is going to take P8, and he's going to take pole position for the next race. Puppy behind him. Total Wally Brain, and he's going to finish off your top 10. Oh, wait. Tristan got 10th. Wally must have had a couple of penalties there. So Tristan finishes off your top 10. So Maverick will be on pole for the next race alongside Rayner. Mono Punner will take P3. Oh, Super Steve! Wait, has Super Steve just won?
No, he's not won. He's won for me, but he's too far behind.
That must be a glitch.
It is a glitch. He was never there in the first place. He spun, didn't he? And he did spin.
Yeah. So Maverick will be starting on first alongside Rayner in P2. So that is the front row of for the second race here at WNR Silver, the British Grand Prix. It was a great first race. LH44, your driver of the day. Good stuff indeed.
Isn't Lights supposed to be commentator with you? He is commentator with me. Are you there, Lights?
I'm here. Who said that?
Is. Ben.
Ben.
String B.
Oh, Stringy B.
My G Stringy B. So that is your top 3 then, and that blue car of... I don't know what it is, and I forgot.
It says Super C's won, but he had more penalties than Toon Fan and Apex, so I'm sure that's not right. But Rayner, Maverick and Rayner, they'll be looking at the front row for the second race. Mono Pono and Scrappy Doo will start 3rd and 4th. Devil's Nightmare and LH44 5th and 6th. Toon Fan and Apex will be 7th and 8th. And I'm excited to see what these two can do after having a couple penultimate lap battle. It was exciting. Apex F1 11th to 1st. Don't watch Super C, he didn't get first there, but it was a good race.
Look at it. Super C with a 12.7, fastest lap.
Oh,
wow.
record time. Wow.
Wish I could be like him.
That was a great first race.
Now the second race, I think it's at the same track at the second race. So back to back, like it is this weekend, or next weekend.
Yep, so that is the end of the first race. Only 2 retirements, so that's very impressive. A WNR Silver. Oh no, I think 3. Carter Boyle MMD, Draco, and do you think? Oh yeah, so 3 retirements in that race. So good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed.
Now on to the next race at the same track, reverse grid. So Maverick will be on pole position.
Let's see what Maverick can do. He is a very experienced driver, Maverick. But let's see if he can convert this into a race win. It's going to be a good race. And I think I like the idea where they reverse the top 8. Because this top 8, especially being reversed, is looking very close, very strong. So I'm excited to see what these guys can do.
Hopefully a better race for those who failed to finish.
Definitely.
On odd spins at the safety car restart, that won't happen again because they know not to do it next time.
Yeah.
That was a good race. I enjoyed that one. Now on to the next one, reverse grid. $26 points, I don't think it's for Super Steve, that needs changing. Apex won the race.
How much points do you get if you win a second race? Is it 17?
I don't know, mate, I don't know. I didn't check the standings, so Apex will be started down in 8th place, the top 8 reverse grid, so the Maverick will be on pole, 2nd place is Rainer, 3rd place is Monopono, Scrappy in 4th, ahead of Devil's Nightmare, LH44 will be 6th, ahead of Toonfan in 7th, and Apex will be 8th.
So exciting to see what the drivers like in 9th down to 18th will do, because like even though they're not changing positions, they're gonna still be with the guys who won the race. So if they can keep up that pace, then they could be in for a good race as well.
Did you have a nice sleep last night?
Yeah, I had a good sleep. Yeah, I had a good sleep.
Snoring in the party. There's 3 spectators, correct 7.
Correct 7. So I believe we're going to be getting ready to go in 5 minutes. Not sure. Looking forward to the second race. After seeing the first race, it's pretty good. So this time with 17 drivers, I don't think correct 7 is racing here. But hopefully, I want to see what Shark Racing can do. I think they have a strong team. Toonfan leading the way, pole positions, P2. So we had an all-out strong race. Let's see what he can do this race. I want to see what his teammates can do as well.
Same here, mate. Can't wait for the next race. Next week, me and Lights will be back on gold. I think it's I don't know why we're doing silver, because we usually do gold.
Is gold a 50% race on a 25?
I think it's just a 25% race. No, I think it's a 50% race. I think it's a normal lobby in a gold one.
Okay. Either way, still exciting. Still as exciting.
Let me read your comment out. Come on, Codemasters, fix your penalty system. Got 2 5-second time penalties because a disconnected car hit me twice on the safety car. Yeah, Yeah, I know. Codemasters are Codemasters. Codemasters just can't fix anything, can they?
Yeah, you never fix anything. Hopefully they can fix this bug before we head into like the midway of the seasons. That way stuff really gets certain championship standings and stuff. Hopefully they do.
Cyrus Trackers says that was a bad race for me. Yeah, really unfortunate for you, mate. Hope you can do better this second race. How is everybody? Is everybody good?
So for the wait, guys, we'll be back to racing shortly.
Takes a lot of time.
So this is WNR Silver. I'm going into race 2. The grid's still being sorted out, but we're going to be getting ready to do one more race before we finish things off tonight. Indigo.
Yeah.
Oh, you see how my internet's improved? Like, it's got a bit better. Other day I just tried to do like a practice stream using overlays on OBS. But the thing is, I don't have PS4. What's it called?
OBS.
Remote play. You know OBS. You know when you watch streams that says stream starting soon.
We should have one of them things like Elliot Fisher and Ben Stree do.
Yeah, I have that. I can do it. But the thing is that
I'll do it.
I don't know how to. I don't know how. You need like a laptop or something. But I'll tell you how to do it after the stream.
I've got a laptop. I'll
tell you how to do it. So anyway, yeah. I don't know how to because I need to do like a system update on my PC because I didn't use it for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So I needed to make an update on that, and yeah, I can't find it, so I can't download Remote Play. If I was able to, then I'd be able to do overlays all the time because overlays, it just looks more exciting. You can bring up, like the lower third graphics of like the graphics of people's names and the team they drove for, like the one I made for you with the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can bring up them when they're racing. It just looks more exciting, more professional. So, like what Elliot and Stringy B do looks very nice. But all the drivers are readied up. We're getting ready for the second race here at WNR RRC at Silverstone for the British GP.
Is it easy, the OBS?
Yeah, it's not that hard to do. I'll tell you how to go through the things at the end. You just only thing you need is that and remote play, and PS4 remote play, and then not a problem. Oh, and you need to have the YouTube channel as well. But here we are, race 2. Do you think formation lap's on?
It's got to be a formation lap.
Just because it's the second race and they've just finished the first race, I thought it might have just been no formation lap, but we don't know.
New season, new race, let's go.
New game. It's up, the drivers are now getting ready for the lap. It is formation lap, like you said, and I'm going to run you through the starting grid. So the Maverick, he starts on pole position ahead of Reynor in P2. Monopono, he'll be in P3 alongside Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo had an excellent race towards the end. Devil's Nightmare in P5. LH44 in P6. Toon Fan and Apex, they're going to be looking out the fourth row, and I'm excited to see what they can do. The predicted pit stop strategy is a one-stop from soft to medium, pit from lap 7 to 12, from the softs to the medium compound tyres. Tristan in P9 with that guy Draper in P10. That guy Draper was off to a brilliant start before having some issues with the team drive-through penalty as well. Total Wally Brain in P11 with Benjamin Cardiff in P12. Gavla 17 will be in P13. Cyro Dracos, the lowest out of the ACM Neon team. Liam MD in P15 with Carter Boy in P16. Super C will be in P17. Let's see if he doesn't have any connection issues in this race. Poppy will start from the back of the grid in P18. So we have 13 laps once again. We have 18 drivers, but only one can win. Will Apex get a second win? We're going to have to see here. But the Maverick, he does have some pace. Let's see if he can push away from the start here, as the drivers are now about to go through Maggots and Beckett's.
Checking the tyres as well, so majority of us, you can see, on the soft compound tyres. Scrappy Doo on the mediums this time, Apex on the mediums, Jacos on the mediums, so it looks like everybody except those four are on the soft compound tyres then, so yeah. Looks like it is soft to mediums better than the mediums to softs.
Can I do lights out?
Yeah.
Yes. First time doing it with Indigo. Drivers are now coming around the final corners to put their car in position and get ready for the off. Second race, the final race here at WNR Silver. So now all the cars are getting into the grid positions. Only 4 drivers on the mediums, the rest on soft, so some alternative strategies are going to be played here today. But what can Maverick or what can Reynor do as they both start on the front row? Just waiting for some cars to get into the final positions. And here they all are. And here we go. There's 5 lights here at the British Grand Prix. And it's off, and they are away, and Maverick gets off to a great start here. Some cars off the track already, and Maverick's going to be leading going into turn 1 from Reynor. Monopono, Devil's Nightmare, Scrappy Doo, they're going to go side by side as well. As we look down the grid, some drivers off the track, and you got Liam MD, who's just a bit behind the grid, and some M-Pace have gone missing. Cyro Dracos leading the session, and the Maverick's still leading from Reynor. And we see all the purple and pink and green cars as they go through the couple of corners.
Two cars off the track.
Toon Fan off the track, yes, that's followed with LH44, and a lot of cars moving up and down the grid there. Maverick's still leading, and there's another car off the track, and I do believe that's Toon Fan. He's moved down the grid again. LH44 battling Monopono from P3. He's down into P6 now. LH44, he's currently in P5, but he's going to be looking to move up the grid now. Reynor is still in P2 here, but Scrappy Doo and LH44, they're almost side by side. They're going solo.
2 cars have been off the track. Sorry to interrupt. There's 2 cars off the track. Well, one of them was back on it, and so used the other. That was Benjamin Cardiff and Toon Fan going off at Luffield. Crazy start then to the second start of the race. Everybody eager to get those positions on lap 1.
Yeah, as in like the second race, you top 10 don't score points. It's only the top 8, so everyone's going to be pushing here. That guy Jover's off to a good start. He's now moved his car up into P8 here.
Oh,
and
car off the track
Tristan,
in the background. That was Dragos, was it, or Apex?
Tristan's got a lot of pace on that guy Draper. He's gone down the inside here, but Tristan is going. No, that guy Draper's gone around the outside. He's gone off the track here. These two are now side by side, coming into the final couple of corners. That guy Draper is going to go down the inside, and Tristan's just going to have to back off that guy Draper up into P7. Maverick still leading the Grand Prix, but Maverick. Wait, oh, that's a session glitch. Rayner, oh, that's a glitch there. So Maverick, he's currently in P1. But looks like the grid's now starting to space up. We're now starting to get the front team, the midfield team. But this was a much a better start, exciting start. Poppy going down the inside.
Scrappy Doo versus LH44. They were side by side coming out of turn 4 and 5, and Scrappy Doo has got ahead. But at the moment, because LH44 is coming back at him, he goes down the inside. And Brooklyn's there side by side. LH44 has got ahead. Will Scrappy Doo the switchback? No, LH44. But look at Devil's Nightmare sneaking down the out. Oh, that's not a good. He's got to go off the track. Oh my god. Yeah,
he went down the inside there.
Yeah,
but Scrappy Doo, he's on the mediums.
Wasn't the best thing to do because it was too tight through there. I don't think Scrappy Doo saw him either.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Scrappy Doo's on the mediums. He has to be aware that faster cars are there because they're on the soft compound tyres. But Scrappy Doo, he's doing a key job with his ERS again. Maverick is still leading. He's almost got a second gap, so he's doing good for the ASM Neon team there. From Shark F1 team following them. Behind LH44, he's having a great race. He didn't have the best of the race last race, but he's now in P3.
Monopolo's got DRS. God knows how on lap 2. And look at that, Tristan side by side. Devil's Nightmare with Scrappy Doo as well. There's two battles going on at once here. Look at that, that guy Draper.
Looks like Tristan got past. That guy Draper! Oh, and he's hit the car. Looks like he's hit the car there.
Thankfully it was wheel bagging, not for wind damage, so they can continue. Look at Apex trying to go down the inside in a place it wouldn't exist.
He's moved on a position. He's started in P8. Time to P9. And looks like the fastest laps are now being sent. Carter with a 5-second penalty. He's now in the pit, so he's the first driver to make a pit stop. And I'm sure that's to change some wind damage here. But,
these guys are crazy. Look at Devil's Nightmare trying to go down the inside.
This battle for P4 is absolutely intense, and the DRS is now enabled, so it's going to be close. Scrappy Doo's going to have to do some defending pretty soon, as the guys with DRS, they're going to have to start push him. Tristan's gone down the inside of that guy Draper. That guy Draper going a bit wide off the track and looking to go down the inside. He's just going to back off there. Tristan in P6.
Apex versus the purple car of Gavlar. They're going side by side coming out of Lufio. Into the World Cup they go. They're still side by side, but not anymore. Apex has got ahead. But look at those two. It's side by side through cops. Tristan trying to hang it around the outside of that guy Draper. They're still side by side. Look at that as well. Battle for P4, Scrappy versus Devil's Nightmare. We're losing my voice because there's too many battles going on at once.
Yeah. Looks like the top 3 are slowly moving away. Rayner, he's out of the DRS zone, but he is closing slowly to Maverick, so that he's going to be getting DRS slowly.
Oh dear, sword crash.
Gavler's out. Gavler must have got a bad exit or hit off someone. A virtual safety car is out, so we can now calm down after that exciting start to race 2. Some drivers are now heading into the pits. Pono into the pits. Nightmares into the pits. LH44's into the pits. And Rayner's into the pits. Rayner, one of the leaders of this race, he's now into the pits here. And Rayner, she's fed on the medium tyres, so he's going to be wanting to take it to the end. And it's now, we're now back to racing, now back to green flags. So Maverick, he has quite a gap to Scrappy Doo here, but Scrappy Doo, he doesn't have quite a gap to that guy Draper, because that guy Draper is right behind him, and he does have DRS and ERS here. But Scrappy Doo, obviously he's doing his job. He's got a lot of ERS, just as usual, but I don't think that ERS is going to save him, as that guy Draper is going to go down the inside and up into P2, and he's overtaken Scrappy Doo. And Tristan is also looking to be a part of this. He's gone a bit wide, so he's just going to have to back off into this corner. But that guy Draper, he's now up into P2. Team Fan after starting in P7, currently in P6, so he's having a good start as well. Liam MG in P7, Cyro Draco in P8, Super CP9, and Benjamin's going to finish off in 10th place. Maverick, he does have a 5.3 second gap, but he's going to be pitting very, very soon. At Apex, he's up into P5, obviously, because of the drivers pitting before. But he has Apex, yeah, because he's caught up to this battle. He's caught up to this battle real quick. So he has a chance of being on the podium. You could see a double HCM neon podium here. And Scrappy, that guy Draper's not going to be able to defend some Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo from 70% ERS, he's now gone down to 30. So he's now going to have to start saving his ERS pretty soon here. Indigo, you here? Indigo? Tristan, he's closing real quick to Scrappy Doo here. He's not going to look to go down the inside. He's just going to have to back off going into the corner.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
I was always here. So how long couldn't have you heard me for?
From about now. From about where Tristan and Scrappy Doo's going side by side from about then to... Right, well, hold up.
They go side by side to cops. And Tristan's got ahead around the outside of Scrappy Doo. But we've got a spinner somewhere. That is total what he's been. And he's lost part of some wings. That indicates to me he made contact with somebody.
Definitely. But Maverick, he's got a super gap. So he can make a pit stop very soon. If he's going to have to be trying to battle Rayner when he comes out the pits. Rayner, if I check, he has a...
Oh, down the inside from a long way back. Apex, but couldn't quite make it. But thankfully he did, well... If he didn't see him coming, I dare say he would have made contact because I didn't expect him to go from that long way back. I don't think Scrappy expected it either. So thank God he saw him at the very last minute, because if he didn't see him, those two would have made contact. And Apex would have to take the blame for that because it was a long way back than usual.
Yep, yes indeed. But Apex has found himself in this battle real quick here. He's also on the mediums, but Scrappy Doo, he's now trying to save his ERS after using all of it, after getting overtaken by that guy Draper and Tristan. But he's now going to have to start defending from Apex F1. Of course, Apex F1 won the last race. So he's now going to be trying to get on the podium or trying to win once again. Rayner, he's getting a 3-second penalty. And he's also a part of this battle for the race win. But he's also made his first pit stop under the virtual safety car. Just looking up and down the grid. Nothing real special happening apart from the battle for P16 for Devil's Nightmare and Carter Boy. I'm sure Devil's Nightmare also came into the pits under this virtual safety car as well, but he's far behind Rayner, so he must have come in again to possibly change his front wing. But Scrappy Doo and Apex F1, these guys are ultra close here. As they go through Beckett's, they're now coming onto the DRS straight, and looks like Scrappy Doo's fell off the DRS straight, so Apex, he's now got DRS, he now has ERS, just a tiny bit though, and he's gonna go side by side with Scrappy Doo. He's gonna go down the inside of Scrappy Doo, and that's Apex up into P4. Scrappy Doo's just gonna have to slide back, and he's gonna sit back in P5 here, and he's gonna have to try work his way back and try to get the overtake. Remember, he does have a lot more ERS than Apex, but that's Apex, he's moved up one more position, that's one more position closer to the podium. Team fan is also into the pits as well. Indigo, I think your mic's gone off again. Team fans into the... Oh no, you're back now.
I was always here. I mean, I've never gone. I'm always here. It's just my mic playing up, as always. I don't know what's going on with my mic. I think I might have to get a new one.
That guy Draper, he's closed the gap to Maverick for about 5 tenths here. So it looks like that guy Draper's making progress on the Maverick. So Maverick's now going to have to try put his foot down and try putting some good laps before coming into the pits. But I'm sure the pit window's now open for the soft compound drivers. As Toon Fan, he was on the softs, he's gone into the pits. He's now down into P11. Just a couple seconds behind Rayner. Oh wait, he's still in the pits. He's going to be way behind Rayner. So Rayner, he's definitely going to be in this battle for the lead. Or probably going to come out on this battle with I'm that guy Draper, Tristan, Apex, and Scrappy Doo here. As let's see what Scrappy Doo can do. He's now just out the DRS range with him and Apex, so Scrappy Doo might be having problems with his car here. Saro Dracos, he's having a better race, a much better race than last race here, much better race. Super CM Benjamin Cardiff, I'm not sure if they're in this, no they're not in the same car, but Super CM Benjamin Cardiff, these guys are also close as well. Not that much close
Mavericks in the pits, and I think that guy Draper and Chester will follow too. They're coming towards the end of the first stint, but Maverick's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so he'll have to serve that at the end. Carterboy's got a 3-second time penalty for...
It looks like everyone's gone into the pits apart from Apex F1, because Apex F1, he's on the
medium tyres.
Scrappy Doo's gone into the pits on the medium, but Apex takes a provisional lead of the Grand Prix here. He could be looking at his second one if he can push the medium tyres longer. But Maverick's coming into the pits, and the guy that we need to keep our eyes up for is Rayner. Rayner, He was, remember, he was up there. He was in second place. He was slowly closing down the gap to Maverick. And now let's see where he is. Because Maverick, he's now just coming out the pit lane. It's going to be close as Rain. He's now coming into turn one. Maverick, he just come out the pit lane. It looks like Maverick's just got out ahead, but the gap is closer than ever here. So Rainer is now on the DRS range. He's right behind Maverick here. And this is the battle we want to be seeing.
Rainer? Oh yeah, sorry, I was looking at a different person.
Rainer, that guy Draper, he's not that close to the battle, but Maverick and Rainer both have DRS here, but Rainer's much closer. The tires that he's on are more warmer than the Mavericks, but Mavericks are much younger, so we're gonna have to see what Rainer can do as we come to the closing stages of the final race. So ACM Neo not having the best of races last time out, but now they're having a superb race, first, second, and sixth. So what are your thoughts on that, Indigo?
Well, we all know that LH44 doesn't have to pit again, so it's a clean battle towards the end of the race. But Maverick's dropping back from him, leaving in the clutches of Rainer, who did pit on that VSC. So my thoughts on that is Rainer's got some decent pace, and now he's trying to battle Maverick, whereas now we've got Apex in the pits.
So yet to make stops are Saro, Draco, Super Steve, Benjamin, Cardiff, and I think that's about it, sir. So as things stand, LH44 has the lead of the Grand Prix, but let's see where Apex F1 can come out on track here. Can he join up this battle as he's just left the pit box? He's been overtaken by Maverick, LH44 and Rainer here, so he's not in this battle for the podium position, but is he in the battle with that guy Draper? That guy Draper's about to pass him. That guy Draper's passed him and he's ahead. What about Tristan? Is Tristan gonna get him as well? Tristan got him as well. Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo's just gonna go side by side with him, but he's also got ahead as well. So that's Apex down into P10.
Devil's Nightmares left the session. He was down in 16th place anyway, so wasn't having any luck down there.
Very unlucky race there from Devil's Nightmares. Cyro Dracos, he's leading the Grand Prix, but Rainer, he's still on the back of Maverick, as Maverick's actually fell off the DRS, the 1 second gap between him and LH44, so this is going to give Rainer a better chance to close down the gap.
These two in second and third, I don't understand. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
These two in second and third have not pitted yet. I don't understand why they're staying out, because if they stay out any longer, those two will lose a lot of time from the guys who have already pitted.
I'm sure we're going to see an overtake before they come to the pit.
He's spawned! He's off the track! He's spawned again!
And that's the second time! That's the second time in 2 races he's made a move, or not a move, he's made a mistake in that section of the track, and he's lost his front wing, so he's definitely going to be pitting this lap. Very unlucky there for Super Steve. His teammates just passing Scrappy Doo with Apex and Toonfan. That's so unlucky from Super Steve there. He's got no front wing. He's just going to have to be cautious of the drivers behind him.
Told you we're going to have to pit because those tyres are dead probably, that's why. And Benjamin's not pitted either. Benjamin's got to pit. He surely can't stay out there for that long. Benjamin's going to lose a hell of a lot of time behind those guys. Where's he going to rejoin? He's in second at the moment. He could possibly rejoin down in 10th or 11th.
This is giving LH44 a lot of help here as he's getting DRS, and is he going to get the overtake done? This is going to give him P2 down the inside on the medium compound tyres. LH44
they're in the same team. I don't think they're fighting. I know in the same team. I don't think they're fighting. It'd be wise if Benjamin let his teammate through. Yeah, look at the same. They're on the same livery, aren't they?
No, LH44 is a Galaxy one, and Benjamin Cardiff has a custom one.
I can't tell. Oh yeah, sorry, my eyes are shockingly bad.
No, it's hard when they have multiplayer cars and they have similar colours. Maverick, he still has work to do because he does have a charging Rainer behind him, but it's now a 4-way battle for second. It's going to be a 3-way battle soon as Benjamin Cardiff yet to make a stop.
Well, he's been overtaken by Maverick. They slipped through on Magnus and Beckis. Raider's getting past him as well. He's got to pit. I don't understand why he stayed out, because those softs are done for, sorry. And he'll rejoin all the way down in what? 12th place, possibly ahead or behind Puppy.
Yeah, you lose about 28 seconds here, so he's going to be coming about he's going to be coming around about 10th to 12th here. And if he's staying out on these softs, then he's going to be coming out around about just behind Puppy here. So it's not what he's wanting here, but I'm not sure if he's made a stop. No, he hasn't. He definitely hasn't made a stop.
He hasn't made a stop. What's he doing?
And Dracos hasn't made a stop. Dracos is on the medium, so he can still stay out. But Dracos is going to have to pit very soon here. His next lap is a penultimate lap, and these guys are just going to be losing time.
I don't see why Dracos is not pitted, because I know he says he's on the mediums, but he needs to make up a lot of time as well on the softs.
Yeah, Jacos. Yeah, softs obviously get the best push start on the softs, but he might be just saving 2 laps on that push start. But we don't know. He
not
does
going to
have
be
a
enough. Realistically, 2 laps is not going to be enough because you're going to be stuck
definitely
behind
not
DRS
enough for
train.
softs. Yeah, and Jacko, he has got a 15-second gap. I can see him coming out around about the same place where Toonfan and Scrappy do are. But I'm not sure what Benjamin Cardiff is still doing out on the track. Not sure what he's doing there.
Does he know he's got to pit? Because this lap it will show a warning that he's got to pit to change to a different compound.
I think it has to be this lap. So they're gonna. So that means if they get the warning, they'll be pitting at 12. Because Saro Dracos, he's still staying out. I'm not sure if they're in AI mode.
Looks like no, he's not. He's not in AI mode because he's driving like a normal person.
I'm not sure about Dracos. I'm on board with him, and the way he's.
Looks like he's yeah. It looks like he is in AI mode. Yeah, it looks like he is in AI mode. Interesting tactic.
Yeah, look at the way he's accelerating and braking. You see the bottom right?
Yeah, but
he's in AI mode.
His AI would have pitted him, do you think? Why is he in AI?
I don't know. LH44 is not. I thought I was having problems with the session. Dracos, he is having problems here, so he is in AI mode. Yeah, just look on the bottom right. Just look at the way the car accelerates and brakes. You would see that he's in AI mode.
He needs to get out of AI mode because I don't understand what he's doing in that. AI mode must be really high. Let me go check the AI mode.
Benjamin's not in AI mode. Benjamin's actually driving the car.
Zero.
Benjamin's actually driving the car, but he just needs to do something.
Who's that? That's gone off into nobody.
Steam MD.
That's Liam.
Oh! And the AI of Saro Dracos has got into the back of Liam MD, and that's his race ruined. And that's Saro Dracos. Oh, wow.
Mate, what the hell happened there? I was on board with Dracos. He just hit somebody, Liam.
Yeah, but look at Maverick. Maverick, after he started on pole position, he started in P1. He's now going side by side with NH44 for the lead of this Grand Prix. He's gonna go around the outside in ACM Leon. The Maverick takes the lead of the Grand Prix, and that guy Draper, he's also caught up to this battle as well. He's just overtaken Benjamin, and Rayner's not that far in front of him.
He's pitting.
And the Maverick
on the last lap.
Maverick, he's taken the lead of the Grand Prix, so starting first, he's still holding on to that. Rayner and P3, he's moved down 1 position. But NH44, he's had an outstanding race. That guy Draper.
Devil's Nightmares crashed to the final corner. He's spun, hit the wall, and he's out.
So a very unlucky crash is happening here. But
Mate.
I just want to know why Dracos was in AI mode and his AI just
AI is at 0.
AI
is at 0. I checked on the gameplay settings. It's on 0. There's no way that AI.
No, if you saw the way he was braking, it must have been like an AI. And the way he was going into corners.
Maybe someone taking over his PlayStation. I'm kidding.
I don't know, but it's the final lap of the Grand Prix, and Mavericks regained just like how Apex F1 overtook Toonfan on the final corners of the penultimate lap. Maverick has done exactly the same thing here. On LH44, but LH44 he hasn't dropped off the back of Maverick. We could be going down to a final lap battle here. So LH44 might have something in him, but look at the ERS difference. Maverick has over 70%. LH44 just
Maverick's
under 10.
on fire, man. Maverick's on fire. There's no way LH44 will get it past because look at he's lost it. He's lost his ERS.
Yeah, look Maverick he hasn't got DRS, but he's pulling away from LH44 here. Apex F1, he's on the back of Toonfan. This is the battle for P6, and he's gone down the inside of Beckett's. The exit of Beckett's, they're going side by side now. DRS is enabled, and on the subcompound tires, Apex F1, he's still side by side with Toonfan here.
He's got past him and crossed the line. Maverick wins ahead of LH44 wins. Maverick got a penalty from the pits. You must remember speeding in the pits.
And that's very unlucky. But LH44, he wins. Like you said, that guy Draper, he's overtaken Rayner.
Look at side by side. Well. Look at that side by side. There he goes. He scored.
Oh, I don't know whose fault that was there. They went side by side. I think Apex is just gonna have to leave a bit of space.
Too late for that now. that was just crazy at the end of this race. Well, nearly to the end of this race. You went high pitch there when he spun. Almost broke my eardrums.
Sorry about that, but LH44 he wins the Grand Prix ahead of Maverick, and that guy Draper taking P3. Rayner and Tristan, they're doing good for Shock F1 team in P4 and P5. Apex F1 takes P6 from P8, so all-around good race for some of the teams in the top 8. Monopono takes P7 from P3, I believe. Scrappy Doo will take P8, Toon Fan will take P9, and Puppy from the back of the grid will be P10. And I'm sure the Codemasters will give Puppy driver of the day with the 8 positions. But we're gonna see right now that driver of the day goes to Puppy. A good job there from Puppy.
Puppy's doing an amazing job.
Amazing job.
Well, that's the end of those two 25% races of the British GP. Thanks for tuning in. Me and Young Lights will be back next week at Gold this time. So congratulations to LH44 winning the British Grand Prix ahead of the Grease man in 2nd place. So thank you for Young Lights for commentating with me. I thought I was going to be solo today, but you came at the very last minute.
Yes.
And that's the end of the stream. We'll see you all next week at Gold.